I got to take my hat off to Rideshare Drivers United. Nicole, you're doing a phenomenal job there. I mean, we banged heads in the past, but man, you have stuck it to them, Uber and Lyft. They filed 5,000 wage claims, right? These are drivers that were operating between 2016 and 2017. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but that was pre the AB5 or whatever it was called, that Uber and Lyft paid $200 million to get through. So prior to that, money was owed $1.3 billion. Now, the only state that I've seen to date that's been hardcore was New York, with the Attorney General going after them and getting a massive settlement for drivers. And I've made numerous videos where I said, what about the other 49 states? So can you imagine, this is wage theft, ladies and gentlemen. This is no joke. This is stealing money from drivers and food delivery drivers. Facts, right? Fact is that in New York, Uber and Lyft had to pay big money, over $300 million to settle wage theft claims. Now comes another $1.3 billion for California. Well, what about Florida? What about Texas drivers? What about Nevada drivers? What about Arizona drivers? I could go on and on and on. All of those states, right, must have faced wage theft claims. If California has been fighting for years and now they're finally at that settlement stage, and I have no say with the Uber and Lyft CEO, but gentlemen, I would ask you to put these cases to bed. Settle them one by one by one. You do not need that dark cloud over your companies called wage theft, because at the end of the day, there's one word that sticks out with the public and with the drivers. It's called theft. It means you stole, you enriched yourself. Now, New York, you settled. I hope you settle in California. That is a massive claim against you, 1.3 billion. But we got to do the math for all the other 48 states. We're talking billions and billions and billions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen, of wage theft. T-H-E-F-T. Theft. Stealing. Intentionally stealing. And I can say that because, you know, they're in a settlement stage right now. They're negotiating on these 5,000 cases, and they're negotiating on a settlement based on wage theft. In New York, they settled based on wage theft. So I'm not doing anything illegal or nothing against the law by making a video talking about the facts. And I do believe those other states, all the other states, and I mean, it's not just the United States, I'm sorry. What about potential wage theft in Canada and this country, that country, this country, that country? It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. This goes back to Travis Kalanick days and part of Dara Khosrowshahi's days. I do believe Dara Khosrowshahi came in 2019, so he must have known about this, didn't do any changes. Travis Kalanick definitely knew about this. So if this is how you guys made your money, it's time to pay back these hard workers. I fight for the drivers. I fight for rideshare drivers and food delivery drivers worldwide. I do regard it myself as one of the strongest advocates that takes on these companies, multiple companies on the internet, on YouTube. And I'm not afraid to continue speaking the truth. And the truth is, if you abuse and exploit your workers, ultimately karma comes around, bites you in the ass, and you pay. So it's time to pay up, gentlemen. It's time to pay the monies back to these hard-working drivers where thievery took place. Now, usually people will be sent to jail over this, but they'd be sent to jail. The CEOs are not in jail. They're cutting checks. They cut one check in New York. I hope you cut another check in California soon. And I hope you cut another check and another check and another check, state by state, country by country. Now, I just came from the Dodgers game, 5-4. They beat Detroit. And I'm with private clients, booked for the night, made good money. I'm in a good mood. And we just stopped, if anybody knows it, in Silver Lake at the Thunderbolt. That's where I'm parked right now. And my client said, do you want us to go in and out, have a quick drink? I say, you stay as long as you want. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid my worth. You deserve to get paid your worth. From 2016 to 2020. Those are the 4 years where 5,000 claims in California alone, thanks to Rideshare Drivers United. And they were protesting in 3 big cities yesterday. I know that they were in LA, San Diego, and another city. And Nicole, great job. She's like a bull terrier. She just grabs and holds on. So, pretty damn phenomenal. Now, I myself, together with some top law firms in Massachusetts and California, have brought over $80 million settlements. Just myself, with the law firms that I've been working for, have brought over $80 million of settlements to drivers. That's according to all the law firms that I work with. So you can imagine how much money we are talking if we project New York and California's numbers, wage theft, onto all of the other states. It's a lot of money, my friends, that was taken away from the drivers, including myself. So peace be with you, and have a great Friday and a great weekend, and feel free to comment, like and subscribe if you haven't done so far. And until the next video, thank you, my friends. Be safe out there.